I thought I already stopped vlogging. Pero kasi may mga friends tayo na nagsasabi that I should keep on vlogging about this kind of topic. Kasi may mga natutunan sila at syempre, aware sila and what's going on in a reality. What's going on dito sa mga nangyayari. So this is a very, very new controversial around community. So there is one agency here. Actually, she is an employment agency and it's not a chismis or chika, alright? This is everywhere. The post is everywhere. And ginagawa niya is nagpa-process siya. She is assisting to process yung mga illegal worker here sa Turkey. Tinutulungan niya to apply a new permit. And there's one kababayan na nahuli ng police. Tapos during sa scanning, nakita niya yung permit na galing sa kanya is fake. She's a pro. She's really a pro. And I don't know if she owned an employment agency here, but I go through to her account before, inquire, pero I didn't go through sa application kasi nga ang mahal ng placement fee. So gusto kong mag-move sa Europe and yun nga, ang mahal ng placement fee. So di na ako nagpatuloy. Dami-dami niyang na-scam. So sa mga baguhan at sa mga gustong mag-apply dito sa bansang Turkey, please be careful. And eto pa pala, I just wanted to tell you that it's very important. You have to keep your circle small. So here are the list that I made by myself. Eto this is only based on my observation and experience. Anyway, matagal na ako matagal na ako nag-work at nagtatrabaho dito sa Turkey and eto lang yung mga na-observe ko. So, I was working here as a nanny and I also work here as a teacher. So, eto na nga. If you are planning to apply here in Turkey, you have to have this kind of behavior and you have to know this kind of information. First thing first. Sinulat ko talaga siya para hindi ko makakalimutan. Para sa inyo. Alright, so, when you come here, your main job is nanny. That is based on your standard contract. Well, actually on your standard contract, list of work that you have to do. Pero pagdating mo dito, your boss will gonna tell you, magnanani ka lang naman because we have help at home. We have cook at home. We have someone to clean the house 3 times a day, or there's someone who clean the house every day. And that's so lucky! Yeah! Alright. So don't assume that it will take forever. Alright? Or that girl or that woman will stay forever in that house. No! Ganito kasi yun. So once dumating ka na, tapos alam mo na yung routine and pasikot-sikot and everything sa buong bahay, they are going to release that help gradually. Kasi alam nila that you know how to do house chores. Diba? And I will give you a tip. Para yung pagiging nanny mo ay matagalan. You have to be stupid. Act stupid. Tapos, mag-a-act ka na hindi mo alam kung paano gagawin ng isang bagay. Like, to do house chores. Hindi mo alam kung paano maglaba ng damit. Kasi there's one employer na hindi niya pinapagamit ng washing machine, yung nanny niya. So, during the laundry session, naglalaba siya and she really rant on social media, lalo na dun sa community, no, pinapalaba daw siya. And comments are really wild. Sinasabihan niya na, hindi ka ba naglalabas sa Pilipinas? Ano yung gano'n? It's a very basic, you know, it's a very basic na hindi mo na pwedeng, na hindi mo na dapat ipaabot sa kung sino-sino man. It's your personal, anyway. Marunong tayo maglaba. Ikaw marunong ka maglaba? Oh my God! It's just so basic. Diba? So yun yung una. Don't expect your work as a nanny. Just expect the unexpected. Because once you are here, especially pag mga baby pa, tapos ayaw na yan, ayaw ng mga mami na ibigay agad yung baby sa inyo. Ayaw nila nun. You have to stay with them. Alam mo yun, they're going to test your kung mapagkatiwalaan ka talaga. Bago nila ibigay yung mga baby sa inyo. Diba? So yun. Second one is, of course, when you are going to apply here in Turkey, you guys know already that the culture is different, that the tradition is different, and of course, the lifestyle is different. So don't ever compare your previous work to this one because Turkish people are different from the one you were working before. Like, for example, Chinese people, Arab people, they are all different. So don't ever assume that they are all the same. And the kids here are different, like literally different. It's a 360-degree movement from top to bottom. So don't assume na kung nag-alaga ka sa Arab country ng 10 kids or 5 kids, how many kids, kung ilang kids man yung inalagaan mo during your previous work, don't assume na pare-pareho sila ng ugali because it's not, nagkakamali ka. Hindi po, iba po yung outbringing ng mga bata dito. I will give you a tip. They are so spoiled. Okay, I don't want to generalize them, but that is based on my observation and based on my experience because I was teaching before in a preschool and I saw a lot of kids. Kaya ko nasabi na ganun. Hindi ko gawa-gawa ito ah. Totoo to. Kahit itanong niyo pa yung mga agent or mga agency o mga friends ninyo na nandito, kahit itanong niyo pa, let's see kung ano sasabihin nila. Yes, they are very spoiled. So you have to expect that, alright? And one thing, you have to keep or tawag dyan, magbaon ka ng sangkaterbang pasensya, alright? So yun lang, magbaon ka ng sangkaterbang pasensya. And mali mo, one of these days, nandito ka na sa Turkey and you are one of us na hindi nakakatulog ng 8 hours. Well, anyway, that's okay. Kasi tumatanda na tayo and we are growing and we are moving. Wala tayong ginagawa sa buhay after work and that's okay. Pag day off mo, matulog ka na lang. Alright, so yeah, thank you so much for watching on my chika and see you on my next one. Paalam! Good luck to you.